Hi, welcome to Teach With Me. I am Miss Jen. Today we are making the next letter in our A to Z directed draw. We are on the letter P, and we are drawing a pig. And this is for kindergarten and first grade. You definitely, first grade and kindergarten can both do this, but this is one of the harder ones when it comes to the legs. I'm going to show you two different ways to do it to make it so you can adapt it if you need to. All right, so you're going to need a felt tip pen, printer paper, and crayons. Let's begin. All right, make sure the paper is horizontal because we are making a book out of this, and it does kind of need to be the same so that all of our papers are oriented the same. All right, so this is one of the harder ones. I'm going to show you, like I said, two different ways to do this. It all relates to the legs. That's the part that's harder for the kids, but they can do this. Let's begin. We're going to take it step by step. We're going to go kind of slow. So we're going to go tell the kids to find the upper left-hand corner of their paper, and we're going to draw a big circle. Everyone's ideas of a big circle will be different, and that is fine. All right, then I'm going to say find the middle of your circle, and right there we're going to draw a rainbow shape. Inside that rainbow shape, at the bottom, we're going to make a straight line connecting those two corners. Inside that, we are going to make two circles for the snout. Underneath the snout, we're going to make a smaller upside down rainbow shape, a U. Above the snout, we're going to make two medium-sized circles. Inside those circles, we're going to make two smaller circles. We'll color that white, and I think I made my pig cross-eyed. Now we're going to make two eyebrows, just sort of towards the side. Pigs are very smart, they're very social, and they can have expressions. All right, so then over here, we're going to make the ear. So sort of where the eyes are, but slanted upward. So I'm going to make sort of a leaf shape. These are ovals. And inside I'm going to make another oval. Do that on the other side. Okay, that's my ears. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the legs. Now this part is the part that you need to have the kids really pay attention. I'm going to tell them underneath the head, towards the left-hand side, we're going to make a straight line. Not too long, it's not going to go all the way down because remember, pigs have short bodies. Then I'm going to make the trotter. Now the trotter is what we call the pig's hoof, and we're going to go like this. It's going to be a small slanted line up, a small slanted line down, and then we're going to go halfway up that leg we just drew and make a straight line. Now across the across the bottom of the trotter, we're going to make a straight line. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. All right, now this next part, we're going to start where that line is. We're going to make a slanted line that curves from above it and goes below it. Then we're going to make another leg with a trotter. So I'm going to start exactly where I started the last one, height-wise, and I'm going to come down, touch the end of that curved line. Then I'm going to make the trotter. I'm going to go up, down, and then back up. And I'll make this leg come out just a tiny bit wider. Then I'm going to cross it along the bottom. Okay, so now we have the front legs of the pig. All right, then I'm going to say, see that curved line? We're going to start that curved line on the other side of the leg and continue it a little bit. We're going to go however big you want your pig to be. That's how far you're going to draw the line. Don't make it go too far though, because pigs are not long creatures. They are short and fat. All right, so now we have our pig's bottom of their body, and now what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the top here, and we're going to draw the top part of the body, and it's going to stop above where we ended this one. Kind of a rounded line. All right, now what we're going to do, we are going to make a curved line where this line ends. So it's going to go like this. This is going to turn into the back leg. I'm going to make a line probably up here, just a little bit. It's going to come down right about where these trotters are. And I'm going to go up, down, up, and it's just going to continue all the way up to the body. Then I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to cross that trotter. Now I have one more leg and it's the back leg, so we're going to make it slanted and it's going to just kind of be right here so it looks like it's coming out the back. And I'm just going to make a little smaller leg. It's going to go up, down, up, and I'll cross it. Now I'm going to make a tail, and the tail is simply a little curvy line. Now I'm not done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the background for it. Now our pig is in a mud puddle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first make the horizon line, and it's going to just be a line that starts at the head. I'm going to go to the back of the body wherever it's in line with that first line, right, so that they kind of connect at the same point across the front and the back. Now what I'm going to do is around the entire pig, starting up here where it meets the horizon line, I'm going to make sort of a curvy line. This is the mud puddle. All right, so that is my pig. Now let me show you the easier way I mentioned. It's not as cute, but all you're going to do, instead of all what we did with the line, is you draw a circle or a squarish shape. I think a circle would look better. I did this one kind of squarish. But for the legs, all it is you're doing of a leg that's in the front, and it simply is connected to the body. You're not making it look like, you're not doing this. You're simply attaching the legs to the body itself. So that's a way that you could do it. All right, anyway, let me show you how I colored it. So for this, and I did this one kind of quickly, but I did brown for the mud, of course, green shading crayon for the grass, blue shading crayon for the sky, and I did pink and then different shades of pink for the inside of the ears and the nostrils and the mouth, and then inside the eyes you can see I left the white pupil so that it looks like the pig has expression. All right, time for the writing. All right, so if you have been watching some of my other videos, you know the format. Our first sentence is always the letter that we did as well as what the picture is. So P is for pig. Our second sentence is always a detail about an interesting fact about pigs. Pigs are very smart. And the third one is always a question. Did you know pigs don't sweat? They're written in different colors because they're written on the board for the kids to copy. And then they're written in different colors so that the kids can see where they are when they're writing. It's hard initially, especially to transfer from the board to their paper. So this allows them to be able to find where they are easier. If they cannot do this, you write it on a piece of lined paper, you put it in front of them, and then as they write the words, they cross off the one that they've done already. And that allows them to keep track of where they are in their sentence writing. And then lastly, if they make a mistake, you're going to correct it, because that is what we are doing. We are not letting them practice writing things incorrectly. We're looking at correct penmanship, we're looking at correct spacing, punctuation. We're looking at that they are spelling the words correctly, especially the sight words. This is not the same thing as kids learning to spell. This is simply learning how to write properly, how to understand sentence formation, how to understand spacing and the mechanics of it. This is fine motor skills as well. This is not the process of teaching them to sound out words and to write on their own. That's a different lesson. All right, so I would take this, and I'm going to take my paper, which I've already attached. So, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I would say to the boys and girls as I was doing it. And say, okay, boys and girls, you're on the black sentence. Let's write that. Remember to touch your lines. Remember to put your spacing. And then if they make a mistake, I'm absolutely going to erase it. I'm going to, in a very nice way, I'm going to say, look at our two words. Do you see something that's different from yours to mine? And I'm going to be pointing to it because I want them to see it. It's not a gotcha. It's not a I spy. I want them to know what I'm talking about. And then if there is a mistake, I'm going to say, okay, let's erase that, and let's remember to touch those lines, or let's remember to put that spacing in there. All right, and then I'm going to say, oh, look, we're done with the black sentence. Now we're on the blue sentence. Pigs are very smart. I have room on this line. Can I start my sentence here? Do I still have enough space to start it? Yes, you do. Now, one thing to be mindful of as they're doing this, when they get to the end, they might try to fit the entire blue sentence there. Hopefully not by this point, you know, you've talked about it, but sometimes they do. And so what you're trying to help them understand is that there's a difference between a line and a complete sentence. Sometimes they think this is the sentence, this line is the sentence. And so understanding that the period ends one sentence and you're starting a new one, we're just using the extra space, is a concept that some students have a little trouble with. All right, so I'm going to write this and I'm going to say, oh, good job. You finished. Pigs are very smart. Let's look at our third sentence. Let's see what it says. Did you know pigs don't sweat? They don't. That's why they roll around in the mud. All right, so then that's kind of what I'll say to the kids. And we'll just keep our conversations interesting, because the boys and girls do find the facts that we put about the animals interesting. Did you know, oops, I did that one wrong. Pigs don't sweat. And then I'll talk to them about apostrophes, why I have them. I mean, everything is a lesson. Everything is a mini lesson. When you come up on something that a student isn't understanding, you're going to give them a mini lesson. Today I was tutoring someone and I realized they didn't understand that the E on the end of a word could sometimes make the vowel say its name. And so we really had to go over that because they were a little older, and that's a weakness when you're younger. I mean, when you're younger and you, excuse me, I just totally messed that sentence up. That is a weakness when you've gotten to that grade and you don't know that. And so we really had to focus on that today. All right, did you know pigs don't sweat? So then I would say, good job, you are completely finished. As I mentioned, everything is a lesson. Everything you do is a lesson. Every time you're looking at the kids and doing something like this in small group or whole group, but in small group in particular, you're looking for those little moments. You're looking to see what they're not understanding, what they are understanding, how you can improve it. You're looking to reinforce those good habits and make sure that they're not learning, they haven't picked up bad habits that are going to be harder for them to unlearn in the future. Anyway, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.